when we get a thunderstorm, that would be great. I was reading early morning. I was reading Apostle Paul, and a phrase came up in 3 of the different readings that I had from Paul. So I figured it was important to spend a minute with this. He's talking about the goal of the church to the Romans and to the Colossians, and this phrase came up, and I thought it was really good for the church today to hear this. As I thought about it, he said, "We make it our aim to please God." And as I've already spent a little time with that, I'm probably going to spend quite a bit more time with that over the next week or so, of how we can do that. First thing that came to my mind was growing up with my parents, and there were 5 of us, and so there were always in that family with the children, there were always more than one opinion about what to do, about whose toy was whose, where were we going to go, who was in charge, who sat where. You looked at me wrong. Don't touch me anymore. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. That was my family growing up. And I don't remember when I was younger, I don't ever remember thinking about how what I was doing was affecting my parents. I was just really most interested in me. It was only later in life that I was able to stop myself from saying or doing something because I knew that it would be injurious to my parents. And I think sometimes when we're in the life of the church, we are mostly like little children who look and think and want kind of what we want. And we don't stop to think sometimes, how is this affecting our Heavenly Father? Our aim is this our aim here to please God in this? Or is our aim to get our way, to have ourselves heard, to feel like someone cares about me? And I think it would be good for me, it's going to be good for me to examine and figure out, is what I'm doing pleasing God? Or am I just mostly interested in me? If I'm mostly interested in me, that's a very childish faith. And it needs some work, some tender care, or perhaps some chastising. So I wanted you to know what I'm thinking about this week. I'm thinking about, is what I'm doing pleasing God? Because that really should be the number one desire of my heart. So I pray for you, and I pray that you do what pleases your Heavenly Father.